What is going on, Lions fans? Welcome back to my channel, The Main Attraction. Today, we're going to be running through a full 7-round Detroit Lions mock draft with trades. I do want to preface that in 2026, the Lions have 8 total draft picks. With the trades that I have, none of them are blockbusters, just moving up and back a few spots. And in one of those trades backs, I gained an additional pick in the mid/late rounds. So today I'll be discussing 9 total players, along with their strengths, weaknesses, measurables, and a little bit on how each player fits into the current Detroit Lions vision and scheme. Drew Petzing's offense and Kelvin Shepard's defense. So let's get right into it. First up, round 1, pick 24. Lions go offensive line, specifically tackle and Monroe Freeling from Georgia. Checking in at 6'7" and about 310 pounds. He has long arms and impressive foot quickness for his size. His strengths include his length, good balance, the ability to mirror speed rushers and pass protection, and moves well laterally and has the athleticism teams look for in modern tackles. He does still need to add functional strength, and power rushers can tend to get the best of him, but his hand placement also needs a little bit of a refinement, but he has all the tools needed to succeed. In Drew Petzing's offense, protection and flexibility up front matter. Freeling gives Detroit a developmental tackle with long-term starter upside. He gives you the ability to be a swing tackle in the mean run if Decker is back for another year, and if not, he is your left tackle of the future. Round 2, pick 50, we add some juice to the defensive front with Zion Young from Missouri. He's about 6'4", 265 pounds. He's got a quick first step and also long arms, which we like to see. This guy, he wins with power and explosion. He sets a strong edge against the run and plays with physicality and effort. His pass rush plan is still raw. He relies heavily on his athleticism and needs to develop counters, work on his hand usage, and increase his pass rush toolkit. Under Coach Shepard, the Lions like defenders who are fast and physical, and Zion Young fits this as an early edge rotation piece with upside to grow into a larger role. He also has the ability to kick inside on pass rush downs. Now, we did not have a pick in round 3, but I was able to get a pick in round 4 at 110 overall. And with that pick, the Lions go secondary with safety Bud Clark from TCU. He comes in at 6 feet and about 195 pounds. And this guy, he's not the fastest guy, but he has really good instincts. He's smart, he knows his assignment, he has good zone awareness, really good ball skills, and a reliable tackler. But like I said, his weaknesses include his average long speed and can struggle a little bit in man coverage against quicker and twitchier receivers. But he fits in a defense that values communication, discipline, and minimizing explosive plays, which is what the Lions really need going forward. And he's a very versatile player. He can play strong safety, he can play free safety. Immediately, he would be, third and fourth string safety rotation piece, and potentially a long-term successor to a guy like Kirby Joseph. All right, and just 8 picks later in the same round, the Lions pick tight end Dallin Bentley from Utah. Now, he's about 6'4", 250 pounds, and you guys might be wondering, a tight end? Why are you drafting a tight end? In round 4, we have Laporta, we have Brock Wright. Well, here's the thought behind it. Bentley isn't known as more of a receiving threat. This guy is a physical inline blocker, and he's dependable in traffic and a good red zone target. He doesn't stretch the seam. He doesn't get consistent separation downfield, but he's one of the best blocking tight ends in this class. And in Petzing's offense, this is going to matter a lot more in the run game. He allows Petzing the versatility to have heavier personnel groupings and improve the run game overall. Now, round 5, pick 155. We are going back to the offensive line, this time in the interior with center Jake Slaughter from Florida. This guy is 6'5", 315 pounds. And if you watched my other video, you're going to know a little bit more about this guy. This guy is a strong anchor. He is technically sound, very reliable in pass coverage, and plays with good leverage and hand usage. He does have limited lateral athleticism and probably a lower ceiling, but immediately he gives you a high floor. Very reliable depth on the interior, versatile. He could play guard if needed, and can step in immediately without the offense needing a beat. Now to round 6, pick 174. We go to the interior defensive line. Tackle, Landon Robinson out of Navy. This guy is 6'3", 300 pounds. He's built low and strong. Plays with great leverage, strong hands, and has a high motor. Very reliable against the run, and he does his job. He does have limited pass rush upside and lacks some of the explosive first step quickness, but this is definitely a part of his game that can be improved upon, and he shows the ability and the tools to do that. Kelvin Sheppard is going to like this player for his disciplined physicality and is very reliable in early down situations. All right, round 6, just a few picks later, pick 180 overall. We've got wide receiver Eric Rivers out of Georgia Tech. This guy's about 5'11", and depending on what site you go to, you could say he's 180 to 190 pounds. So he's a lighter guy, but he's got really good straight line speed, quick acceleration, and yards after catch ability. While his route tree needs a little polish and he can struggle against press coverage, he adds speed and depth to this receiver room, an immediate a special teams contributor, and as well as being a situational weapon. Round 6, pick 204. Back to the defensive line. This time back at the edge, we have Caden Curry from Ohio State. 6'5", 285 pounds with a versatile frame. This guy's a solid run defender, positional flexibility, being kind of that tweener, and has really good awareness. Again, depth to the defensive line. He helps maintain physicality through being a rotational piece immediately. He does lack a little bit of pass rush juice, but he has shown the ability to get to the quarterback. And then the final pick, round 7, 212. We go back to the secondary, this time a corner, Ephesians Prysock out of Washington. This guy is 6'3", about 190 pounds, give or take. He's got excellent length. Very physical at the line, plays very well in press coverage, and this guy's a competitor. He does have a lack of change of direction, and his recovery speed isn't the best. His technique is still developing, but I'd be willing to bet on his length and physicality and this guy's competitive nature to be a good developmental player, special teams value, and very much a fit in Kelvin Sheppard's scheme as a man press corner. Well, that's the mock Lions, fans. This draft is built on physicality, depth, and long-term upside, fitting where this roster is right now. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments which picks you loved, which picks you didn't like as much. But as always, one pride, and we'll catch you next time.